just now realizing. I just went from save slot 1 to save slot 5. I went across instead of that. Whoop. My bad. Anyway, you thought you could stop us.
You can't.
You can't do it.
No one can.
We're back. Oh, we're learning about Gadget 12 now. This is awesome.
Meet gadget number 12. It definitely needs some improvement, but it's mostly in working order.
Team Fortress 2 voice. Meet Gadget number 12.
Whoa, this is...
Number 12. Kurusu showed us a pair of ring-shaped objects, about 7 or 8 centimeters in diameter. They look like the transformation bracelets kids wear when they're pretending to be their favorite TV heroes.
Henshin! Hey, Chris-chan, is this darling, you idiot?
What? Hold on a sec, Mayuri. What kind of a name is Darling, you idiot?
Ocarine, we all thought it over together, and you said you were okay with it.
Listen, I clearly cannot be held accountable for my actions of 2 days ago.
Okay, that's the usual then.
Is that so? I looked over at Kurusu, who silently nodded.
Mayushi wanted to call the gadget the lovey-dovey bracelet, but Daru-kun said he preferred Darling, you idiot. And Chris-chan preferred, the affection measurement device.
Oh, wait, is this our mechanic?
Right, and Okarine's favorite was,
probably eternal engage or something. Stop this. I misspoke once. It happens.
What? Okabe, do you really remember that?
No, it just felt like the name I would have come up with.
I see. Even if your past has changed, your brain hasn't.
You say that like you're disappointed. Wait, why are you disappointed?
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
God, it's worse coming from you. I will say that hearing the suggested names alone has given me some understanding of the function of the future gadget number 12. I assume that when two people put on their respective bracelets, this measures their affection for each other. When I asked Kurusu and Mayuri for confirmation, they said my guess was close.
So, with this sensor here, we can monitor a couple's body temperature, blood pressure, pulse, and perspiration to see if they undergo any psychological changes. And if one of them has a weird reaction, it'll judge that he or she are cheating and zap them.
That's not what the zappies are meant to be. That's not what the zappies are. I see. That's why it's Darling, you idiot. It's a very Daru choice. Let's see what that's a reference to. Future gadget number 12. Darling Nobaka. To make for a single set, this future gadget monitors the physical conditions of its two wearers. This includes, but is not limited to, blood pressure, pulse, and even sweat. If the device determines that one of them wants to cheat on the other, it sends an electrical shock from the users. The idea for the device came from Ferris, with Kurusu completing it. Its name is an homage to a famous line used by the heroine in a certain popular 80s rom-com manga.
Huh.
I don't know.
We'll have to look that one up.
Yeah, if you get that reference, leave it down in the comments. But at the end of the day, it's basically a polygraph.
Well, Ferris-san came up with the original idea, but I made a few adjustments.
I know she's not, but whenever she does her little, whenever Kurusu does her little wink face like that, I keep mentally filling in her doing a blep like she's Samadare George. It just like... She said this while putting one of the bands on her wrist as if to check the size. Adjustments? What for?
Well, it's kind of sad if it's just an infidelity test. There's no hope there.
Hope? Again, with this foolishness of yours.
The only fool here is you.
Reasonable. You rankle at being called a fool, then perhaps I should say your head's filled with nothing but lollipops and rainbows. Ha
Your ability to annoy me never ceases to amaze.
Awesome. Would you be able to take a survey about how annoyed you have been? On a scale 1 to 10, 10 being most annoyed and 0 being not annoyed at all. Let's say
is 11 an option?
You say that every time I give you this one. They can't all be off the scale.
It goes to 11. There, Chris-chan. It just means that Okarin likes you.
Mayuri, this is not the time for your vastly superior emotional intelligence.
Huh?
What?
It's just like a little boy bullying the girl he likes. That's how I think about it.
You don't understand what you're saying, Mayuri. I'd never act like some mere brat. Yeah, okay, fair. Why are you blushing?
I'm not.
You clearly are.
I'm not.
You've got blush stickers on right now. Ugh, this is all because Mayuri had to go and say something weird all of a sudden. I need to change the subject and fast. So, how do you use this?
Oh, that's easy. You put it on your wrist and turn it on.
Well, I've never been with a watch strap before, but I'll try. Thank you. Put it on my wrist, and I put on the wristband on my right wrist. That's where I usually wear things like this. Though typically I use them to seal the power of my right arm, which is wont to go awry.
Wait, I'm warning you, never push that switch. No matter what, never.
Pushing it. I'm gonna push it.
Don't, though.
Kurisu looked desperate, so the contrarian in me was tempted to turn the device on just to see what would happen, but I resisted. Why not? What are you so worried about? I mean, you have to test it eventually, right?
That's right, but we have a problem.
Well, what's the problem? Well, what do you mean?
Let's take these off our wrists first and talk about it. They're making me uncomfortable.
All right. I could tell that Kurisu wasn't messing around, so I made to remove the band from my right wrist. Ah, I made it. The door burst open and Daru rushed into the lab. Surprised by the sudden sound, Kurisu jumped in alarm. And then... Huh? I could have sworn I heard a strange electronic sound.
Oh, Daru-kun. Tuturu. What's got you in such a hurry? Well, I just remembered that there's a special episode of Blood Tune on Nia Live, so I tried to get back here ASAP.
Oh, Blood Tune! A popular TV anime based on a manga. 26 episodes were broadcast last year. The main heroine, Sarah Orgil, is especially popular among anime otaku. Multiple figures of her have been released. Several of which found their way into one person's rooftop shipping container apartment. Nia Live. What is that? It was highlighted like it went in here, but
What was the one that showed up for Nue? No, that's not it.
huh. Maybe it's meant to be like Nico Nico.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Mayushi completely forgot.
Mayushi, you could never forget about Sarah from Blood Tune. For someone who avoids exercise as much as you do, you really get athletic when it involves something you're interested in. Wow, rude, Okabe.
I get shit done when I have to.
I love that Daru doesn't deny it or anything. He just gets very. I get shit done when I have to, Okabe. That's how it works.
This is critical. I get shit done when it matters. That's so cool.
You know what? No, we did mean it as a compliment.
Oh, I almost forgot. Hey, Makiseshi, can I use your computer for a while? Makiseshi?
The confusion in Daru's voice continued to rise.
Hey, Okari, is it just me or is Makiseshi shaking and looking traumatized?
Listen, I know what you're thinking, but it's definitely not my fault this time. It wasn't just Daru. When I looked at Kurisu, she was looking at her feet and trembling. I couldn't see her facial expression, but she was definitely acting weird.
Chris-chan, what happened? Are you feeling sick?
What is it, assistant? Did you eat something bad?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You. What the hell did you do, you idiot?
I have been standing here talking. I like how it looks like the Garo Froggy's hanging out on her head. What? The rage in Kurisu's voice put me instinctively on the defensive, but something was different this time. Immediately goes to the tragedy version of the theme. She wasn't talking to me.
Do you have any idea what you just did? Huh? Me? As in me?
For some reason, it seemed like Daru was in her sights. And Daru looks just as confused as I am about that.
That's right, Hashida. I'm talking to you. Hey, wait, what'd I do to you, Makiseshi?
She must have caught you giving her hair the old sniff or something.
Right. No, there's no way I'd ever get caught. I'm a pro.
Daru. I like Daru better in Zero. You know what I mean? I won't. We haven't gotten to that series yet, so I won't spoil it. But he's a little bit better.
Daru-kun. Shut up! It's not anything perverted.
Then what could it be? You were using your pervert anchor voice.
Hashida, you were incredibly loud when you burst in here. Oh, that, huh? Yeah, I was in a hurry, so I guess I was pretty loud. Sorry if I surprised you or something. My bad. My bad isn't gonna cut it.
Don't get mad at him, Christina. He really is apologetic. Why not let this go?
Okabe, how can you be so calm at a time like this?
I'm calm all the time. What? What do you mean? The anger on her face gave way to serious concern. Oh, look at her sprite. And she said a single word.
Switch.
Switch?
I pressed number 12 switch when Hashida came in and surprised us.
If we were in a manga, this is where the giant wham would appear in the background. Wham. But now that she mentions it, the band on my wrist fits a little better than when I first put it on. But... oh. Yes, Mayuri, there in the back. You had a question?
Huh? You mean number 12, or should I say, darling, you idiot, is complete? What kind of reaction is that?
Normal one? Listen, I'm having a weird day because you're getting angry at me for things that are very normal in my head, and I don't know how to process that.
Yeah. So is that what's on your wrist?
To be honest, none of us really got what Kurisu was so worked up about.
Listen, now that switch is pressed, number 12 is officially activated.
Okay, we know that, but if it's a problem, we can just turn it off, right? I reach the bracelet on my right wrist and look for the switch to turn it off. But... What? What's going on with this thing?
What's wrong, Ocarine?
I push the switch, but nothing's happening.
What?
I press it again. Still, nothing. Kursu looked at us with eyes as cold as ice and spoke with a voice even colder.
It's useless.
Hold on. Red hair, very despondent look on her face. Hold on, let me get... Oh, it's useless. Useless? What do you mean by that?
You can use the switch to turn the gadget on, but not off.
Well, who designed it that way? Huh? It took a while for me to understand what she was saying. It can turn on, but it can't turn off. But that would mean...
I don't get it. Are you saying we can't turn it off once it's on? That's exactly right.
I see.
I see. You're awfully nonchalant.
You're making a lot of assumptions about what I do or do not know about this device here. And you're awfully panicky. If we can't turn it off, we could just simply take it off. I tried to slip number 12 off my wrist, but the fit was snug and it didn't want to come off so easily. Damn, you're stubborn for a device made by human hands. I tried it again, but this time with both of my hands. Until... That's what they reused this animation for? Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, that's so... Oh. Ah! Electricity shot through my right arm. What was that?
If you try to force the band off, it'll shock you.
Why didn't you tell me that earlier?
I thought it best that you learn through experience.
This is not the time for that. Ugh, now she looks calm. This accursed woman will never be cute. Well, whether she's cute or not doesn't matter right now. Fine. Then give me the key to unlock it.
There isn't one.
What? What did you just say?
I said there isn't one.
Okay, so I'm angry about a lot of things. But first and foremost, I just want to be clear about who we're blaming for all this. Who's the one that designed it? Raise your hand now. Is it you, Kursu? Is it you?
Yeah.
Was it you? Okay,
Yeah.
Cool. So we're blaming you. Hey, what? You can't do that.
You were in the vicinity.
That normally works, but not this time. There's no key. You gotta be kidding me. How are we supposed to take these off?
That's why I was panicking this whole time. If this were just a joke, I wouldn't have gotten mad.
What she says makes sense. Hey, assistant, why did you make this thing in the first place?
Because you told me to?
Not that I recall.
That's because you sent the email and changed the past, but it's definitely something you said.
Your excuses. We're starting to get mad at each other. That's irrelevant. Just get it off me.
I would if I could.
How can you call yourself a scientist if you're not prepared in the event of an emergency?
You're one to talk. I told you that it's not finished, or did you forget about that too?
What was that?
What do you think?
We're staring at each other so intensely that our foreheads nearly touched. Sparks seemed liable to fly at any moment. However... Wait, hold on. We gotta appreciate these CGs. Why is there a big bear in the corner?
Why not?
Why
isn't there a big bear in our corner?
That's a good point. Can we just, for a moment, I want to point out that this artwork is one of the artwork like this is one of the reasons that I didn't like Elite as much.
Yeah.
Because the very particular way that they use color, brightness, like that very speckled kind of sparkly look to the colors, it's very unique and striking. And I love the Steins Gate anime, don't get me wrong. But when I'm playing a game, like you can go that extra mile and it looks really good. Very unique.
Yeah, it's not something you mistake for any other game's art style.
Exactly. Anyway, your turn to yeah.
I did?
Oh, okay. Sparks didn't fly, but electric current flowed continuously. Ah! My right arm!
Ocarine, man, now is not the time.
I'm not messing around, you idiot. My right arm really hurts.
Okabe, give me your hand.
What?
Just do it.
I give her my right hand as the electricity surges through me. She then took my right hand in her left. What are you?
Stop talking.
I can't. Our hands were as one, her left hand over my right. And the current flowing through my arm ceased. It stopped. Whose great idea was it to put us in a rom-com spin-off game?
That was yours too. You said one moment, I'm writing a D-mail and going to the rom-com world line. And now look what's happening.
How would you remember that?
I know, right? It was that traumatic.
Okay, what just happened?
I told you I made some adjustments. It's not just about infidelity anymore. Arguing or getting mad at each other will result in an electric shock.
Okay, so I completely understand where you're coming from. That makes a whole lot of sense. Just one problem with that. The two of us, I'd use the term friends maybe lightly, but more often than not, how do we converse with each other?
Yelling?
Okay, yep, that's definitely part of it. Yes, that is a large part of what we do with each other. Apparently, Kurisu's adjustments also involved getting rid of a removal mechanism. She wanted to make it a device that could help a couple make up instead of simply punishing the cheater. Truly an idea befitting a modern woman. Wow. Okay, wow, Okabe. Wow. So this is your fault. It's exactly what an American-born girl who's never dated anyone would think.
Shut up, cherry boy.
Wait, what does that mean? Wait, what'd you say?
You want to go?
Yes!
Stop it, you two. If you don't, you're gonna get zapped again.
Oh, this is...
True.
We were close to getting in an argument again, but Mayuri stopped us. Right, now is not the time to quarrel. We have to figure out how to get out of this situation. And in that regard, at least, Kurisu seems to agree with me. Then Daru slowly raised his hand.
Hey, you two.
Yeah, what up? What is it, Daru?
Did you come up with something?
He really is my right arm. He's already come up with a brilliant idea.
And I go watch Nia live now.
What's wrong with you? Another electric shock. Jittery Kurisu. That's really funny. I had no idea that this was the draw for this game, the gimmick. This is great.
I need jittering Kurisu as a GIF.
What gets me more is that less the silliness of the situation, but more that the revelation that, but for the grace of God, the Future Gadget Lab winds up making silly shit like this. If they hadn't landed in such a pile of coincidences to create time travel the way they did, this is what they would wind up doing with their time.
Though I think this is even a step up from their other gadgets, yeah?
Yeah, because it actually works.
Yeah, it does something.
I still think we could go back to blaming Kurisu, though. She's the one that listened to Okabe, and really, you can't be held responsible for listening to what comes out of that man's mouth.
You're right. My fault for listening to Ocarine.
Exactly. Oh, whoops, sorry. Where's the history?
Backlog, very top.
Oh.
So once you feel connected to each other, the bracelets will come off. right? That's correct.
She then proceeded to explain the functions of darling, you idiot. They are as follows. The monitoring of body temperature. Oh, actually, no, you're explaining this. You do this.
The monitoring of body temperature, blood pressure, pulse, and perspiration. Should they indicate one user's unfaithful to the other, the device will administer a minor but painful electric shock. Should a user try to remove it by force, the device will administer an electric shock. Should the user get emotional due to an argument or the like, the device will administer an electric shock. Should the users move more than 1 meter away from each other, the device will administer an electric shock.
Excuse, what was that last one?
Should the users hold hands, the shocks will cease. Should the user attempt to develop a time machine, the device will deliver a terminal electric shock.
That one you added on your own authority, right? That was, I had nothing to do with that. And
the device will come off once it judges that its user's feelings are intertwined.
holy shit. Kurisu, you solved the problem of knowing people's internality?
I mean, yeah, I figured out how to send people's mind states through a fucking cell phone last game.
Okay.
This is child's play for me.
Fair enough. Okay, fine. Jesus, yeah. That's the end. This means that the bracelets monitor and analyze the emotions of their wearers based on physical indicators, but there's no practical data proving their accuracy. And while we could just wait for the battery to die, this gadget both uses a primary cell and a solar photo cell, so it would at least last us a week. Why are you so thorough in certain ways but in not other ones? Meaning that our only options for removing these are to shock ourselves silly, or for Kurisu and I to get in sync. All right. You ready? Bye.
What?
We have to get in sync. I don't want to be a fool for you. Just another player in your game for... No? Listen, there are two ways to do this, and you're picking the harder route.
I figured we have to get in sync, so we have to do a training montage where we play DDR together and wear matching outfits and
Oh, and set it all to classical music at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, I just thought of a third option.
Yeah.
Let's both hop on the counter over there, up in the kitchenette, and just see if we could fit in the sink. Does a shower count as a very large sink? Is that... Mayuri laughs that off as if it's an easy task, but Kurisu and I know just how difficult that's going to be.
Still, how long are you guys gonna keep holding hands? It's disgusting normie behavior.
Don't you dare call me a normie, Daru. I'd stop if I could.
That's my line.
And just like that, we're in another argument. If we don't hold hands, we're liable to be completely fried.
Well, there is a silver lining here.
How could there possibly be a silver lining?
Well, every new gadget needs testing, right? This is it.
Ugh.
Oh, you've got a good point.
Mayuri agreed with Daru.
And also, I bet that Darling You Idiot will help Ocarina and Chris-chan get along better.
Oh no. Can't we just run a magnet over it? I'll find all of the magnets.
If you run a magnet over it, it gives you an electric shock.
Why did you design it that way? Why? What is with your hubris?
If you criticize the inventor too much, it'll give you an electric shock.
What won't it give me an electric shock for?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes, I would. A terrible opinion from a currently uninvolved party. There's no way I'll be able to put up with this girl and her hair trigger temper for an entire week. I really need to start thinking about how to get out of this situation.
This wouldn't have happened if you didn't ask me to make this stupid stuff in the first place.
Well, it wouldn't have happened if you had just listened to me. Hadn't listened to me. Why would you... That was your first mistake. It wouldn't have happened if you weren't a professor of...
Want to try again?
That's a hard line to read on the first try.
Yeah?
It wouldn't have happened if you weren't a professor of virginomics. Boom. Daru, high-five me. Mayuri, high-five me. Thank you. Kurisu, high-five me. As soon as one of us opens our mouths, this happens. This isn't going to lead to productive discussion. Fortunately, it seems that Kurisu came to the same conclusion.
Time out. Let's figure out what we're going to do about this.
All right, so we're timing out the argument, but we will resume it later.
As soon as the bracelets come off.
Sounds good. Oh.
It's no use thinking in hypothetical.
Huh? It's no use thinking in hypotheticals. Unless you're us. I can't believe it. How could I have forgotten something so important?
What time is it?
I was checking the clock before she'd finished her sentence. It was past 6 p.m. But maybe it's not too late.
What's going on? What are you two talking about?
D-mail!
Hey? You mean with phone wave chime?
I was wondering if they would try to do that, but we already know that's not going to work, right? Because, Mr. Braun is out of the shop.
And they don't know about the lifter yet.
Right, and this is before they figured out what the lifter is.
Aha, that's clever. If we can change the past with D-mail, you'll be in the clear.
Exactly. I dragged Kurisu into the development room as fast as I could. In a flash, we'd set up the phone wave, names of subject to change. My previous experiments have shown that we can use the phone wave from noon to 6 p.m. But those time constraints are just approximations, not concrete restrictions. On certain occasions, I have been able to get it to use it just after 6 p.m. That said, we do not yet know what causes this variance. Regardless, if the timing doesn't line up today, we'll be forced to stay like this until at least tomorrow afternoon.
It's ready.
Everything is set up. We just have to send the D-mail. I like the dramatic music again for the...
Yeah.
I took my phone out to write my message and stopped as if I were struck by something.
What are you doing, Okabe? Hurry up.
What do I write, and when do I send it?
Well...
We can send them to 3 D-mails of 6 full-width Japanese characters, or 12 one-byte English characters each. With proper timing and concise writing, we can deliver a message within the character limit. I have to be careful. I told myself just as much the other day.
We should probably prevent ourselves from ever developing this new gadget, right?
Yeah, that's reasonable. That sounds wise. Like she said, we won't end up in this situation if we put the kibosh on its development. The message will read, "Stop new gadget development at once." That should be enough. We don't try to make that new gadget. Then we can change the situation. We can keep Darling, you idiot, from ever existing. But it'll probably wipe numbers 9 through 11 from existence too. But I'll come up with some way to fund our lab. There's nothing to worry about. The D-mail is written. All that's left is a tap of my thumb.
Okabe.
Yeah, that's me. Kurisu urges me on, and with that, I press the button.
Okabe, what are you doing?
When you think about it, we don't have to stop all gadget development, do we?
Well, I guess not.
We put so much time and effort into making new gadgets that throwing them away feels like a waste. And if we erase them all, there's a chance that we won't be able to escape bankruptcy.
But then, what should we do?
We only have to do something about number 12, right? Then why don't we just cancel number 12's development? If we put a stop to that alone, we could keep the other gadgets, which would still let us make money. We just have to change the wording from new gadget to number 12.
That's fine by me. Now hurry up and send it.
Right on. I readied my phone and adjusted the message. Stop number 12 development at once. That should be the end of number 12. We can finally free ourselves from this hell. Number 12 will be wiped from existence before its development can even begin. Kurisu will never come up with her sickly sweet idea or her odd adjustments. Everything should be squared away. All I have to do is press the button, and all of our problems will be solved. Do I have to do it myself? Got it. I've learned to pick up on when the game's telling you to do something.
Does that mean there would have been an option if we didn't?
I can only wonder. Oh, it worked, so the TV must still be on, I guess. Ugh. I feel dizzy as my vision distorts. I've lost all sense of reality. And then, once again, the world begins to take shape. I know this feeling. Reading Steiner. The D-mail worked. Cat Maiden's domain. Did we wind up on Ferris route somehow?
Seems like we mighta.
Ugh. My movement is staggered. I place my hand against the wall to hold myself up. After recovering from the side effects of reading Steiner, I moved to check on the current situation. I immediately looked down at my right arm. It's gone.
The whole arm?
The whole arm is gone. Future gadget number 12 and the infernal machine that had been torturing Kursu and I up until now has vanished without a trace. Excellent.
What's up, Ocarine?
Several things. Mayuri pauses what appears to be her homework to look up at me. No, it's nothing. I I had a good idea.
That's hard to believe.
Kurusu unleashes her snark on me as she grabs a drink from the fridge. I attempt to casually pry her for information. My most loyal of assistants. How goes development on the next future gadget?
Huh?
What number are we up to?
Did you hit your head or something? I literally just gave you a report during the last roundtable conference.
Kurusu, come on, but you can get this from context. I Just answer the question. What number?
Number 11.
Then that means... So after the phone wave, name subject to change. It looks like we went on to make number 9, Return of the Tear-Stained Goddess. Number 10, Surprise Specs. And number 11, One Scoot Prevails. I wonder if we could have sent the D-mail earlier and made it so that way all of them got wiped out. I wonder if that was the change point too.
I wonder.
Yeah! This is exactly the scenario I had hoped for. In this world line, I rejected Ferris's idea for number 12. The D-mail appears to have worked just as planned. My body awash with relief, I sit down on the couch. Mayuri stretches out off to my side.
Mayushi thinks that's enough homework for today.
Reasonable.
Oh, didn't you just start? Yeah, but recently I've been kinda exhausted.
Huh? Exhausted?
Are you that busy? Yeah, lately work at May Queen has been rough.
At Ferris's behest, Mayuri has apparently been working double shifts over at the cafe. That's kind of incredible.
Now that I think about it, you've been there like every time I show up at May Queen.
Daru takes a break from watching a Nico Nia video live stream to chime in.
I bet you get a lot of customers who are there just to see you, Mayuri. You're a cutie after all.
Ship it. Shipping it!
That's not why.
She doesn't elaborate. Curious. Mayuri's cell phone starts to ring. She grabs it from her bag and checks to see who the caller is before lifting it to her ear.
Hello? Ferris-chan?
Unsurprisingly, it's from Ferris.
Yeah, yup. Hey, right now.
Mayuri glances at the pocket watch she always carries with her. She frowns a bit before nodding to her phone and answering. Right, she's just using it as a regular pocket watch. That's all it is. Let's keep it that way.
Sure, but Mayushi can't stay too late. I'll see you there.
After hanging up, Mayuri begins to pack all of her homework into her bag. Off to May Queen?
Yep. Mia-chan was scheduled to work today, but she quit. They're really short-handed right now.
Wait. Okay, hold on. Follow this thought process with me. During the opening, the opening song and cinematic, right?
Yeah.
We see a shot of Okabe in
Yeah.
like a very dapper outfit, holding a tray or something, like he's
Yeah.
a waiter or something. Is Okabe gonna work at May Queen?
Catgirl Okabe.
Catgirl Okabe?
Wait, say what? Mia-nyan quit.
Daru suddenly leaps out of his chair. Considering how often Daru's at May Queen plus Neon Squared, It's not terribly surprising that he's familiar with all of the maids there.
Yeah, it's too bad. I had promised I'd build her a PC, too. Love is over. Daru-kun, come on, cheer up.
Wait, Mia wasn't the one that Daru ends up with, right?
I don't remember the name.
I don't
of the
remember
one
her
Daru
name
ends
because
up
she is
with,
so
but I
forgettable.
didn't think she worked at May Queen.
No, I don't think she worked at May Queen either. I just wanted to make sure that we didn't accidentally undo Suzuha.
Thanks, Mayushi. By the way, think you could say that again in an even softer voice. I might cheer up even more. Daru-kun, come on, cheer up. Yeah, perfect. Now just take out the on and cheer up parts.
God damn it, Daru.
Daru-kun, come.
Quit it, you damn pervert. Kurusu and I simultaneously smacked the living hell out of our perverted companion. Nice.
Why are you so mad, Okari?
I'll tell you when you're older. You don't need to know. Trust me. Now, come on. Off to May Queen with you.
Okay.
Mayuri grabs her bag and hurries outside. With everything said and done, I take a moment to inspect the lab and future gadgets. The results of my examination reveal that number 11 is where production line ends, and that there aren't any huge differences between this world line and the last. At any rate, I think I could finally take a breather. I let out a sigh of relief. But unbeknownst to me, a new, more powerful threat was looming in the shadows. We didn't do it this time. We've grown.
It's so hot today. Hello. After practicing with Samidare for so long, I started to feel like maybe I put on some muscles. I went to go lift the power stone at our shrine, but it's still way too heavy. I bet you'd have no problem picking it up, Yoma-san.
You mean that round one? Go you, Luca. Just thinking about something from Zero, about the few glimpses we get of some of the characters in the future.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. The afternoon of I'm trying my best not to spoil Zero because it's worth getting to, but you know, we'll get there.
Turns out practice with Samidare actually matters.
Right? The afternoon of the next day, I'm out shopping in Akiba with Mayuri. I had a new idea for a gadget that could replace number 12, so I came here to get the necessary parts. Akiba's busier than usual for Sunday, with crowds populating not just Chuodori, but the back alleys as well. I feel like I'm going to lose track of Mayuri the second I take my eyes off of her. The fact that she can use Stardust Handshake or Sneaking Fade to just up and vanish doesn't make things any easier for me. That's why I need to be extra careful. Unfortunately, my keeping my eyes locked on Mayuri means that I'm barely paying attention to the crowds in front of me, and I end up bumping shoulders with someone. My apology. Oh?
Kyoma!
Wait, hold on.
Kyoma!
Something like that? A little closer?
Kyoma!
Well, if it isn't Ferris.
Ferris-chan, tuturu.
Oh, Mayushi, you're here too? Out shopping, nyan?
Ferris glances down at my bag.
We're gonna make a floating maid panda.
What is a floating maid panda?
Even I don't know how to respond to that one, yeah?
Not quite, Mayuri. I call it the full auto mazed panner. It's a fully automated popcorn cooking device. Cooking popcorn at home is so much more trouble than it should be. You have to put the seeds into the frying pan, make sure they don't burn. It's all a hassle, and your arms get tired too. Anybody who's ever made instant popcorn you find in stores knows exactly what I'm talking about. God, now I want popcorn. Hence the reborn number 12, the latest future gadget. All we have to do is exchange the head of a shoulder massage device with a frying pan, and then attach a heater to its bottom. After that, just put the popcorn, butter, and salt into the machine and hold it. Ta-da! Popcorn! The wide world of kitchens will be revolutionized by this breathtaking development in culinary science. By the way, maize is actually another word for corn. I just thought it sounded cool. As for panner, that's just a word I made up by adding some extra letters to pan. Ferris intently listens as I explain the details of the project to her. By the way, where are you off to, Ferris? The lab?
Ferris is on a journey to find the lost memories of the Forbidden 13.
No, you mustn't, Ferris Nyan Nyan. That knowledge will ruin you. Your very self will cease to exist.
No, that can't be, Nya. Am I doomed to live the rest of my life in ignorance? Must I forever be a kitten who knows nothing of the true nature of this world, Nya?
That is your fate, then. And so be it.
Nya!
Whenever Ferris and I talk, things always get weird. It's a hassle. Anyway, Mayuri and I were thinking of grabbing a bite over at Sanbo. Care to join us?
Yeah, Ferris would love to, but I can't right now. I have to work over at the cafe, Nyan.
Ferris-chan, are you okay? You haven't had any time off, right?
No sweat. It's the duty of us popular folk to answer to the masses. Yeah.
Ferris flashes her pearly white teeth at us in a big smile. I could see the shadows beneath both of her eyes. Impeccable restraint. She's done well to hide them with makeup, but I know those eyes. I've seen them when I look into the mirror after pulling an all-nighter. She's got dark circles under her eyes. Hey, Ferris, seriously, are you... I start to speak, but I find myself getting cut off by Ferris herself.
Meow then. Time to get going. Oh, that's right. Hey, Mayushi. I'm sorry to have to ask this, but do you think you can swing by the cafe this evening? Yeah, just 3 hours or so.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Thank you, Nya. See you later. See you, Nya, later. Oh, I'm even off my Nya game. Oh no.
Ferris waves at us before returning to head toward May Queen. I speak to Mayuri, my eyes still locked on Ferris. She has it pretty rough, huh?
Yeah, Mayushi's worried about her.
Isn't the store manager supposed to keep tabs on shifts? Why is it that being dumped on Ferris?
Well...
Hold that thought while I answer my phone.
About the Power Stone. Yes, I heard that people used to compete with each other by trying to lift it during some festival. It's really interesting how this thing that people used to lift over 100 years ago is just sitting here at our shrine.
That is actually really fascinating. Makes sense to me. Stones are inorganic. There's nothing weird about them being hundreds of years old.
You're inorganic, jerk face.
Fair. Wrong, but fair. Mayuri starts to say something, but hesitates. I give her a curious look and she hurriedly continues.
Ferris-chan is the chief maid, so she's
Gasp,
kinda
the
like
chief!
everyone's big sister at work.
I hear she eats guns and shits bullets. I get it now. In other words, she's like a middle manager for all the maids. It seems like every industry has its tough management positions. Mayuri nods.
More like maidal manager. More like maidal manager.
Solid 6 out of 10. That's pretty good. Pretty good. What, do you need like a high five for that one?
Yeah.
I have no idea if those high fives are even showing up on the recording anymore with this, but I hope they do. I always figured Ferris to be kind of childish, what with her nyan-nyans and weird delusions, but that said, she seems to have a lot on her plate at work. It's impressive. I can't help but find myself seeing the cat-eared maid in a more positive light.
Yep, we're on Ferris route.
But then,
Yeah.
Ferris suddenly screams out. Surprised, I looked up and find Ferris has been cornered by a handful of men in a back alley.
Okay, gotta get ready. 4 degrees Celsius time.
Who was 4 degrees? Am I?
I was.
Oh, you are. Okay, do it.
Yo, cute little Siamese cat. How are you doing today?
I love it. All right.
Because I thought I was going to be a bit part all the way back in the first game.
I recognize the man in front. He's...
Hey, you're not planning on going in, are you? Listen up. Take this as a bit of advice from a hot-blooded dandy. You should stop coming here. If you don't, you're going to end up getting caught.
You all right there, buddy?
In a positively brilliant trap.
That's right. He's that weirdo who stopped me in front of the May Queen and started going on about all sorts of nonsense. Ugh, I can't stand people like that. Mayuri, wait here.
Hey, wait. Mayushi's coming too.
No, it's too dangerous. Just stay here. I immediately rush over to Ferris. Hey!
Kyoma!
Who the hell do you think you are, punk?
The men glare at me. Upon closer inspection, he doesn't seem to be your run-of-the-mill delinquent. Judging by his fashion sense, he strikes me as somebody who'd be hanging around Shibuya, not Akiba. He's also wearing what appears to be high-spec sunglasses, a necklace, and a wristwatch. The men around him are all similarly decked out. These guys are more dangerous than your everyday delinquents, but I can't just leave a friend in need. What do you want from Ferris?
It's got nothing to do with a persona non grata like you, asshole. Get the hell out of here.
Persona non grata? Is that even English? What is this guy rambling about?
I didn't know Ocarine was a person au gratin.
Mayuri, we'll talk about potatoes later. Welcome to Makise Kurisu's Tips Corner. In this case, persona non... Wait. Sorry, you should take this.
Welcome to Makise Kurisu's Tips Corner. In this case, persona non grata means someone unwelcome or someone unneeded. The perfect way to describe you, Okabe.
Oh god, I can hear her in my head now. Kurisu would later rub salt into the wound. Unsurprising, to say the least. It's got plenty to do with me. Ferris is my friend.
Look at this guy, huh? All about that embarrassing power of friendship shit.
The man looks around, his eyes stopping at Mayuri behind me. He smirks and starts to laugh.
Well, look at that. So you know Mayushi Nyan too, eh?
What? He knows Mayuri? Just who in the hell is this guy? As I try to puzzle things out of my head, he starts to explain himself.
I bet you want to know why I know these women, right?
Clear. Oh my god, his change says 4 degrees on it.
Ha ha ha. It's goddamn simple. I'd never forget the faces of the women I want to make mine.
Pardon me? Make them his? How can I stay calm after hearing him saying something as demeaning as that? I might be an asshole, but I'm not demeaning.
Well...
Okay, listen, now is not the time, Kurisu, who is apparently in my head somehow.
And what's your problem? You her boyfriend or something? Cat got your tongue?
I'm not her boyfriend. She's my important hostage. I'd never hand her over to the likes of you.
Don't get so angry, bro. I was just saying I was gonna add her to my collection.
Seemingly still misunderstanding the situation, the man crudely shoves out his pinky finger. Then, after dramatically posing in the most heavily handed way humanly possible, he pulls out a business card. Huh? I take it from him and glance down. Amusement, hospitality, planner? I wonder if that email works. Hyper Cafe producer. Aha! Entertainment, food coordinator. His excessively gaudy business card is riddled with a confusing array of words and terms. And under them, in even gaudier font, is what appears to be his name. The 4 degrees Celsius, Shido. I know it's Shido, but like, 4 degrees Celsius is funnier.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep doing that. And you can't stop us. How the hell am I supposed to read this? Wait, 4 can be read as she and do as degrees. The total chuuni! Even the great Hoenn Kioma can do naught but recoil at embarrassment.
As you can see, I'm not only a hyper producer that travels the world, but also an amazing planner. The Duke of Darkness that has descended upon Akiba's maid cafe world.
You're not a duke. You're not landed. Are you? I just stand there dumbfounded by the nonsense this weirdo is spouting out. The hell is he getting at? What's the point of all this? Amidst my bewilderment, Ferris angrily chimes in.
He's basically trying to scout and bring us over to the maid cafe he runs, yeah?
What?
In simple terms, that is correct. Come on, bro. Tell these fine ladies to ditch their joint and come work at my fine establishment of miracles and wonderment.
Okay, so wait, how much do people in this situation know about how much influence Ferris currently holds over the...
Not much yet.
Okay, because we don't know that either, because Ferris hasn't opened up to us in this. Okay.
You're getting annoying, yeah? Annoying. Do you like that? Annoying, yeah? Ferris already told you I'm not interested.
Mayushi refuses too.
Mayuri clearly states her intent.
Are you so sure about that? Your little dump ain't gonna be around a whole lot longer.
Yeah, but guess who needs to get zoning approval for their new maid cafe, yeah? I'm getting angry, so my nyas aren't working as well, but guess what?
Upon hearing this, Ferris's expression turned sour. What's that supposed to mean?
Exactly what I said. Pretty soon my maid cafes are gonna be the only ones left in Akiba.
Gasp. What a villain. What? 4 degrees Celsius aims at my shocked response. He gives his subordinates what I can only assume is a signal to leave.
Anyway, you best think this over real carefully, Ferris. Nyan nyan. If you come over to my place, I can offer you 3 times what you're getting now. That's how valuable you are to me.
Oh my god, look over at the shop on the left. Up in the top part of it on the banner, you can see a PS3 and an Xbox 360.
What?
Shop on the left-hand side of the screen.
Oh yeah.
Just above the... Yeah, that's a PS3 and an Xbox 360.
Sure is.
That's cool.
But if you bear your fangs against me, I'll make sure you never work in this town again.
I like how he doesn't realize just how much he's trying to punch above his weight. And
Yeah.
Yeah. 4 degrees Celsius takes his men and leaves.
About inorganic things. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at chemistry. Oh, I did 15 swings with Samidare today. I thought I was going to faint from the heat. Be careful of heat stroke, Kyoma-san.
I think you mean heat stroke must be careful of me. But yes, thank you. I will take that advice. As Ferris glares at his back, I could just barely make out the tears forming in her eyes. Aww.
Munya, munya, munya.
Hey, come on. Calm down, Ferris. Sit down. After everything that happened with 4 degrees Celsius, I had to make Queen plus Neon squared with Ferris in the hopes of learning more about the situation. If we really think we're on Ferris route, do you want to take over? If it gets clear that we're on Ferris route, I'll have you take over, just so I'm not talking to myself the entire time.
Okay. I have a feeling that we are, but I also have a feeling that other characters will participate. So I don't know.
Okay.
Depends how we want to split things up.
Well, let's keep going for now. I don't think it's gotten too awkward yet.
Mm-hmm.
Ferris paces back and forth, clearly seething with rage. Even though it's lunchtime, the place is empty. That's why Ferris is showing off a side of herself she'd never show a customer.
Here, Ferris-chan, tea's ready, nya.
Mayushi Nyan, the girl formerly known as Mayuri, places multiple apple teas onto the table. Ferris sits across from me and takes a sip.
Thanks, Nya. Mayushi's apple tea is the best. Oh, you and my Nyas aren't working.
Mayushi's happy to hear you say that, nya.
So, what's the deal, Ferris? Has that guy been bothering you girls for a while now?
Yeah.
He mentioned something about his cafes being the only ones in Akiba. Ferris?
Sorry to make you worry, Kyoma.
Huh?
But relax, Nya. I decided I'm gonna have Mayushi step down from her position here, Nya.
What?
But why?
This way she won't have to worry about getting harassed by those jerks anymore, Nya.
But...
And where does that leave you, Ferris?
Don't worry about me, Nya. I can take care of myself. This has nothing to do with you or Mayushi. It is my problem.
What the hell are you talking about?
No.
Aren't you a lab mem? Aren't you one of our friends?
Huh?
It's got nothing to do with us? Are you kidding me? The great Ho and Kyoma just skipped past my line without reading it. The great Ho and Kyoma is not so foolish as to ignore a threat against his friends.
But...
Ferris looks lost and confused for some reason. She turns her gaze to Mayuri.
Ferris-chan, let's try talking to Ocarina about it, okay?
Mayuri gently urges her. I don't know what I'll be able to do to help, but can you at least tell me what's going on?
No. Okay.
Ferris takes another sip of the apple tea Mayuri made and starts summarizing the situation. Things are even crazier than I had imagined. The third Akihabara Maid Cafe War.
Third?
Kurisu, I don't know how you're doing this. Did she plant a chip? Mayuri, did Kurisu plant a chip in me at some point when I was unconscious over the past couple days? I know you watch me while I sleep, and I need that information now.
She does that every time you're unconscious.
How many are in there?
All of them.
Well, bag me up and call me a Frito-Lay. I have no idea whether there was actually a first or second, but the way Ferris described this great war made it sound incredibly dire. Akihabara being the place it is, competition between maid cafes has always been fierce. It's not terribly rare for a Cafe A to quickly become Cafe B only a month later. Things change quickly. But recently, something strange has started happening in the maid cafe circuit. It all started when 4 degrees Celsius appeared. Apparently, 4 degrees Celsius originally designed normal cafes and food courts. He eventually made use of his strong social skills.
Strong social skills.
He made use of his strong social skills to talk his way into major investment funds, which helped him to sneak into the maid cafe industry with a whole lot of cash to back him up. 4 degrees Celsius's joints were all hugely successful. Of course they were. The establishments produced by 4 degrees Celsius had bags of money backing them up. This money was used to scout top talent from other cafes and even bring in I don't know this word. Gravure idols? I'm gonna look that up. Of course, if that was the extent of it, that'd just be business. Some of the services he offered were borderline sex industry levels of skeevy. He put the competition out of business by starting price wars that they could never hope to win. Oh my god. He's a Rockefeller. He's a maid cafe Rockefeller. What are you doing? What is this? Hold on. Gravure. Noun. An image produced from etching a plate through an intaglio process and producing a print from it. Production of gravure prints. I have no idea what that word means still, but hey.
Probably if you look for gravure idol, together, it'll have more context.
Maybe. List of Japanese gravure idols. What? In Japan, a gravure idol, often abbreviated to gradol or guradoru, is a female model who primarily models for magazines, especially men's magazines, photo books, or DVDs.
Now we know.
Now we know. Now we know.
Now we know.
Now we know.
Now we know.
Much of the competition would then fall into financial holes, at which point 4 degrees Celsius would swoop in with the buyout. As a result, most of the maid cafes in Akiba are now backed by 4 degrees Celsius to some degree or another. The only exceptions are Maid Queen plus Neon Squared and a handful of old, well-established shops. The whole thing is unbelievable. He's coming in to make a monopoly. I had no idea.
Nobody wins at that game.
You know what? I totally agree with you, Myri. Actually, no one enjoys that game. Anyone who says they enjoy Monopoly is lying. I had no idea all of this was going on behind the shadows. Okay, it's the third time this episode. Can we... If it pops up a fourth time, we'll do it. That's our new barrier. It has to come up 4 times in the same episode.
Yeah.
That's why all the maids at May Queen have been quitting. Maki-chan, Mia-chan, and Hime-chan were all getting threatened by 4 degrees Celsius.
I see. That would explain why Ferris and Mayuri had been working overtime. The thought of 4 degrees Celsius's cowardly tactics begins to get my blood boiling.
Look across the street, yeah.
Huh? Prompted by Ferris, I look outside the window and spot a flashy sign on the building across from us. The picture on it is an illustration by a famous artist. Even I know who they are. The maid cafe goes by the name of Pudding Princess Mode. It takes up the 2nd and 3rd floors of the building. Visible from here are the throngs of customers. So that's another one of 4 degrees Celsius's cafes. I basically groan out my words and Ferris nods, clearly frustrated.
You see, Kyoma, when maids leave, they tend to take their customers with them, yeah?
And explain why this place is so empty on a Sunday during peak hours. Wait, but isn't Ferris like 2/3 of the draw for this place anyway?
Yeah?
She has basically like a cult.
Yeah?
Up until just a moment ago, I was puzzling over why the cafe was empty. It all makes sense now. This should be one of the busiest times of day, but we're the only ones here. Actually, there were a lot of empty seats the last time I dropped in, too. The May Queen plus Neon Square that I know and love would never be that empty.
But 4 degrees Celsius cafes aren't real maid cafes, yeah? 4 degrees Celsius doesn't care about the maids or Akiba culture at all. All he wants to do is make money, yeah? That bastard. He makes the maids wear super revealing uniforms, yeah? They don't like it, but he forces them to do lewd poses while offering them cash or threatening them, yeah? Oh. Ferris believes that if the maids aren't having fun, the customers won't be able to either, yeah? When the maids smile and laugh from the bottoms of their hearts, the customers do too.
Ferris's eyes begin to tear up as a mix of anger and sadness washes over her.
Sound of Kobayashi-san activating off in the distance. I hear we're arguing about maids.
She absolutely would. Oh man. Well, Toru I don't think would fit in with the maid culture at Maid Queen plus Neon Square. She's more of it. She likes, but she's more of a behind the scenes person. What was she doing in the recent? She was teaching the employees at the maid cafe near her how to use magic to make everything too sweet.
Specifically, teaching them how to curse their food to be better. Curse, specifically.
That's really good, though. That's so good.
It's so frustrating to think that the maid queen I love so much is going to be crushed because of someone like him. Seeing Akiba's culture get ruined by a jerk like that is so frustrating, yeah?
Ferris.
Ferris-chan.
No, I don't know much about maid cafes. I only really come to Maid Queen because Ferris and Mayuri are always here. I've never even given other places much thought. Regardless, 4 degrees Celsius' tactics are unforgivable. I want to do something to help Ferris and Mayuri. Okay, I've got a grasp on things. I loudly declare my intentions. Starting now, the Future Gadget Laboratory will do everything in its power to provide backup to May Queen plus Neon Squared.
Yeah.
This new mission will be henceforth called Operation Freya, based on the goddess of love and fertility. I will allow no objections to this.
Wait a second, yeah? I can't possibly get everyone at the lab mixed up in my problem.
Ferris looks puzzled. Didn't I tell you not to worry about it? Not a soul at the lab would ever say no to helping you out.
He's right, Ferris-chan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's talking?
I'm gonna guess Kurisu.
Don't be a stranger. You know we've got your back.
Oh god, I can still hear her even now. Duh? Upon hearing a voice from seemingly out of nowhere, I turn around and look toward the entrance, only to find the silhouette of a large man posing confidently with his hand to his forehead.
Wow, I sounded like Kurisu for a moment there. That was fucked up.
Daru, you sound like Kurisu for a moment there. That was fucked up. Of course, because of how large he is, the pose isn't even remotely cool looking. The bag with the Arrowgate character on it doesn't help his case either.
Darunyan.
I heard it all, my kitty comrade. You have my sword.
And my axe.
In my shield, yeah? No one else was gonna do it, Mayuri. You've really never seen those films, Mayuri? Come on, they're like a cultural staple at this point. Everyone watched them over the past decade. How did you miss out on that? Everyone, thank you so much.
The cat girl bows her head to us, finally accepting our offers to help. Alright, with that decided, it's time to call all the lab members back. We need to hold an emergency meeting. But before we get to that, there's one thing I want to do first.
Yeah.
I need to talk to May Queen's owner. Can't very well start meddling in this mess before we get their permission. Oh right, he doesn't know yet.
Yeah.
Ferris and Mayuri reluctantly glance at each other. What's wrong?
Well,
Ferris licks her lips several times in hesitation. She gathers herself and looks over at me. Her voice is low.
this is super duper top secret, but the owner of May Queen plus Neon Squared is me, Ferris. Yeah?
Daru flips over his chair, making a huge sound that echoes throughout the room.
Instantly table flips.
Oh?
Oh.
We can't contain our excitement as we look up at the super high-class, high-rise apartment building next to UBX.
This is amazing. Is Ferris-san's home really at the top of this building? Wait, so you mean she's super rich?
Starts cracking her knuckles. Mayuri, is this your first time coming here too?
Yeah, Mayushi knew that Ferris-chan was the cafe's owner, but everything else about her is a total mystery.
I see. Not only does she operate a maid cafe, but she also lives in a place like this? Who exactly are you, Ferris Nyan Yan? Anyway, I'm sure you're probably wondering why all of us lab mems are standing here staring awestruck at an apartment building. Since the place was lacking for customers anyway, Ferris decided to close up shop at May Queen plus Neon Squared and hold a round-table conference at her place. Her reasoning?
Since everyone is going out of their way to help, I'd like to treat you all to a good meal, yeah?
But we never imagined we'd end up here. I feel terribly out of place given the way I'm dressed. Is it really okay for people like Daru and I to be here? Thought crosses my mind, but I quickly move on. No point standing around here dumbfounded. I press the intercom button.
Yes, who might I be speaking to?
I reflexively tense up. The speaker on the other end of the intercom sounds like quite a dandy gentleman. For stating my name and business, the auto lock on the door opens, allowing us access into the elevator hall. The hall is covered in soft carpeting, and the entire area has been polished into an incredible shine. Not even a speck of dust in sight. This seems more like a high-class hotel than an apartment building. Undoubtedly, we all feel incredibly out of place, but nonetheless pile into the elevator.
Welcome.
Welcome. Sorry. Thanks. As we enter Ferris's home, we're greeted by an older gentleman in an extremely classy suit.
Thank you. Hello. Excuse us.
The gentleman leads us into the living room, and we nervously take seats on the couch. How many square meters wide is this living room? It's huge! The ceiling is so high up, too! Man, that view of Akihabara through the huge windows up front is amazing. People below look like ants. A fitting castle for the great Hohen Kyoma to rule from.
I shall call for the young mistress. Please make yourselves comfortable.
Yes, thank you. I reply with a polite nod, and the elderly gentleman leaves the living room with a gentle smile. Damn it, I was totally ready to go into a dramatic monologue, and now it's all ruined!
Could he be her butler?
Guys, I'm hearing her in my head again.
I'm right here, ass face.
Ah! Oh my god! Oh, call me ass face again.
No. A butler? Who's he going to fight again? Is he strong?
Not that kind of butler, Mayuri. He's probably no more than mere furniture. This is gonna, I told you, it's gonna poison everything we do from here on out.
Personally, I would have preferred a maid.
Personally, I prefer the air.
Don't you see enough of them at the cafes you go to? They're different from real maids. How do you not even know that, Makiseshi?
Yeah.
Sound of Kobayashi-san activating in the distance again.
Kobayashi intensifies.
Like I want to know.
As the two quietly argue, the door opens and a familiar catgirl enters.
Welcome, everyone. Yeah?
Ferris is wearing her usual clothes, but for some reason she's still got her cat ears on. Thanks. Sorry for barging in with so many people.
It's fine. Ferris is the one that invited you all here anyway, yeah?
I don't think we're on Ferris route yet.
Yeah?
I still think this is common route.
Okay.
Because, remember one of the other things we saw during the introduction sequence?
Yeah?
Literally everyone in catgirl outfits.
Okay.
Ferris stands in front of us and deeply bows her head.
Everyone, thank you so much.
No need for thanks. Okabe told us everything. There's no way I can forgive what that jerk is doing. And also 4 degrees Celsius. I can't forgive him.
You know what? Fine. I don't. Fine. I'll take this one off the chin. It's for the greater good.
Agreed. His methods are beyond crooked. They're unfair. Using money to create a monopoly on the popular maids feels like a huge violation of the rules.
What rules?
Maid law, you know.
I don't know. Tell me about maid law.
I can't. First rule of maid law.
Isn't it usually the second rule of maid law?
I can't tell you because of the third rule of maid law.
Agreed. He's crossed the line, yeah?
Considering the apartment she lives in and the fact that she has a butler, I imagine Ferris has a small fortune, which means that she could utilize the same tactics as 4 degrees Celsius if she wanted to. She could easily attract customers back to Maid Queen plus Neon Squared, but Ferris is resolute.
This town would turn into a mess if everyone did things like him, yeah? A place where money only matters. Not just trample on everyone's fun and dreams and kindness and passions. You never want to see an Akiba like that, yeah?
We all feel the same way.
An article.
Yeah.
Can I do an article.
Why do you make it sound like that's such a difficult thing for you to do? What? Are you okay?
I had to speak.
Moeka asks Ferris. It seems the current maid cafe's issue is something of a popular topic at the editorial company where Moeka works. If all goes well, the story could end up getting featured in a magazine. Or at least that's what Moeka believes. If we could get the mass media on our side, we'd have tremendous momentum behind Operation Freya.
I'll do whatever I can, yeah? Ask me anything you want. I just have one request, yeah? Please keep my being the owner a secret, Nyan. I want to serve my customers as a regular maid, yeah? But they found out who I am.
All right, I'll keep it a secret.
Moeka, do you need to sit down?
Always.
4 degrees Celsius hasn't figured out your true identity either, right?
As far as Ferris can tell, not yet, yeah? He doesn't sit on any of the zoning meetings, on any of the city council meetings, so...
I suppose if he knew who she was, he wouldn't have been trying to scout her. Alright, shining finger. Move the story in that direction, okay?
Got it.
That still leaves the problem of how to draw customers back.
Well, that's easy. First you draw a circle, then you draw the rest of the fucking customer. Anyway, it's not exactly a genius idea, but I have one.
Kurisu, are you sure you're not, online at all times?
What are you talking about?
Kurisu raises her hand.
I've never been online.
Alright, but then who was...
Fuck.
Speak up. Any and all ideas are welcome.
Okay, I think we need to focus on advertising first. For example, what if we made a promotional video for the cafe and put it up on the internet?
On the what now? So like a PV? Interesting.
We can up it to Mewtwo or Nikonia. That could totally work.
The issue is that none of us have ever made one before. Should we ask a pro?
Ferris doesn't want to do that, yeah? I think if we all had fun making it together, that would come through in the video. I'll work on that one.
Right. In this particular case, we want customers to feel a sense of closeness with the people at the cafe.
Then I guess we'll do it ourselves. Lukako timidly raises her hand in response.
If it's okay with you all, my dad actually has a really nice video camera. I could go borrow it from him?
Is that so, my apprentice?
Yeah. Ever since I was born, he uses any major event of mine as an excuse to run out and buy the newest camera. My entrance ceremony, graduation, all of it.
That sounds exactly like the sort of thing Lukako's doting father would do. Alright then, we'll borrow the camera from Lukako's family. And we just have to figure out what's going to be in the PV itself.
Ferris actually has a few thoughts about that, yeah?
Oh? Such as?
Well, I literally just came up with it, so it's still kind of a mess in my head, yeah? I'll solidify it by the next round table conference. So, could you wait until then, yeah?
We should probably leave this one to her, no? She knows May Queen the best out of all of us.
Alright, we'll put Ferris in charge of what's in the PV.
Leave it to me, Nyan.
Any other ideas?
Me.
Yes, you there in the blue.
Yes, me there in the blue.
Oh, Okay, let's hear it, Mayuri.
Actually, Mayushi's been thinking about this for a long time. What if we made an animal cafe?
An animal cafe, Nyan?
What's that? Well, we'd let animals roam around inside May Queen. So like one of those cat cafes?
Yeah, except we let Okabe in, is what you're saying?
Yeah, just like that.
I feel like I should object here, but
But it'd be even more amazing. There wouldn't be just cats and dogs, but also koalas, penguins,
Myri, hold your horses there. Cats
poison
and dogs
dart
are
frogs,
Yeah.
blowflies.
Are you thinking of the zoo right now, Myri? Myri, do you want to go to the zoo?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go to the zoo after this then.
But it'd definitely draw in more customers.
By customers, you mean cops coming to enforce the Washington Convention, then sure. Wait, what?
The what?
The what? Oh.
I see.
The Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora. Oh, he's making a joke about importing endangered species. Okay.
You know that penguins reproduce with a sexual organ called a cloaca.
I do, Daru, thanks to that game you made me watch.
Hey, Okarin, did you know that
I
ducks
did.
have a corkscrew penis?
I did, Daru. I
Future
did.
gadget number 13.
No. Ferris, can we put him out
I
of the
don't know
hallway?
where this is going, but I'm gonna stop you right there.
That's for the best.
So I guess that's a no.
Where would we even keep the animals? Taking care of them would be a pain too.
Yeah, I guess. What about animal suits?
Daru, did you tell Myri what a furry is?
Yeah.
Well, that cat's out of that bag. Animal suits?
Mayushi can make one. A cute little penguin.
Okay, a suit of a penguin or a suit for the penguin?
Either.
Okay, we need to... All right, let's get back on the same page here.
Yeah, that might be really cute, Nyan.
And who exactly would wear this suit? Everyone points directly at me. Over my dead body.
Boo.
Next. Anyone else have any ideas? As I look around, Suzuha quickly raises her hand. Not involving guns.
How about a survival cafe?
I don't know why it always turns to guns with you. Go on. Is that some kind of combo between a survival game and a maid cafe?
Huh? Maids carrying guns? It's kind of cliche, but I can dig it. I see it now. A tight leather holster tightly squeezing a cute girl's thigh. Godlike.
What do you think, Ferris?
Considering the space, a survival game wouldn't work, Nya. But we could always make the cafe feel like one. Maybe we could have air guns for customers, Nya. Specifically to shoot at the one in the penguin suit.
Huh? Air guns? Why?
Okay, we need to... All right. What do you mean, why? You're the one who suggested making a survival game cafe, right?
No, you got it all wrong. I meant a cafe with different survival dishes.
Nya?
What? And what exactly qualifies as a survival dish? Well, you could stew grass from the park or roast weeds growing along the railroad tracks.
Rejected. No way in hell.
It's actually pretty tasty, you know. I could always make you some.
I refuse with every fiber of my being.
But it's tasty.
Suzuha, are you getting proper meals at night?
No.
Suzuha, do you need
I don't have any corn.
What kind of life do you live, part-time warrior? So, anyone besides Suzuha? No offense.
Yeah, I hope you're ready for a home run.
Okay, wait. Just gonna stop you right at the front here. Was this idea given to you by Studio Key? Rejected.
Rejected.
High five.
You're terrible. I haven't even said anything yet. I'm with Okabe. Your idea's probably perverted anyway, Hashida.
Don't think I'll just stand by and watch you do weird things to Ferris and Mayuri.
Swear it's not perverted, and I won't do anything. Who the hell do you think I am?
We think you're Hashida Itaru.
A dirty, weird pervert. I'm sorry.
You should be. Under Kursu's sharp glare, Daru's big body curls up into a tiny ball. Oh, we didn't mean to mean bad at him.
Now, take it down a notch, you two. We should at least hear what he has to say. He's right. Amaneshi, Mayushi. It's entirely possible that even someone like Hashira Itaru might have a good idea or two.
Wow, rude. Rude.
That's right. Kill me now, please.
That hurt to watch.
Sometimes kindness can be the cruelest thing of all.
Is that why you're so mean to me? Because you're just trying to be nice?
Sometimes kindness can be less mean.
Huh?
Not like I'm constantly thinking about dirty things. I can't see through all these tears.
All right, Daru, my capable right-hand man. I give you permission to speak. At my invitation, Daru begins muttering as he slowly stands back up.
Do you all know what a niche market is? Yeah, Gap industry, right? Gap industry?
Yeah, Gap. Big box store sells clothing, one of the many demons of hell. Gap.
Is that like a business that fixes the gaps around windows?
Close enough. That would be a joiner.
Then do they fix the gaps between teeth?
That would be a dentist. Someone please stop us.
Simply put, it's an industry that aims to cater to enthusiasts rather than the general public. For example, despite otakudom now being in the golden age of tsundere little sister moe, it'd be like creating an anime featuring only muscular, macho older girls, like an American comic. Everyone would look
Is
like
that what they
Noi from
think of
Dorohedoro.
Is that what Daru thinks of American comics? I've clearly been reading the wrong American comics. I want the ones that Daru's reading.
Yeah, I know, right? Me too.
Wait, don't take that out of context.
What's the point of making something that isn't gonna sell?
No. Try to think outside the box, part-time warrior. It's a genre that nobody else is doing, so you'd have a monopoly on it. With no market competitors, you wouldn't be dragged into price competitions.
Oh, that makes sense. You're right. We could have a monopoly on muscle girls. Slow unzipping sound.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, part-time warrior, but we will... That
sound of quiet flexing in the distance.
So you're saying we should try something like that, then? Not bad, my right hand. Not bad at all.
Says the guy who rejected it.
Okay, but can you blame me, though?
No.
But trying to find our own niche isn't going to be easy. If we go too far in one direction, we risk getting no customers, yeah?
Of course, I've already looked into that. We need to strike with something that's right between super niche and mainstream.
Wait, what do you mean you've already looked into that?
I looked into it.
Is this something you've been planning for a while?
Don't worry about it. Girls are overplayed. Let's get some maid guides.
Ah. Almost as though she senses incoming danger, Lukuko hugs herself tightly. I see. How did I overlook this?
Not bad, Hashira. Okabe, get over here.
No. Any other way you could have phrased that?
That sort of thing is pretty popular in certain circles.
So Moeka absolutely collects BL doujinshi, right?
Yeah.
That's 100% confirmed now.
If Mayushi makes some adjustments to the bigger uniforms, that'll totally work, Nyan.
You got it. Everyone, you're not thinking what I think you're thinking, right?
Lukuko seems desperate, tears forming in her eyes. Mayhaps we are, young Padawan. If we were ever to defeat the Empire, we require your powers of the Force.
My force? What's that?
If I were to describe the Force in one sentence. There's no way someone this... Aww.
I knew it. If you're not fond of that, every line.
Aw, party foul.
I hate both of them.
That's fair. Lukiko suddenly jumps up from the sofa, shaking her head while backing away. I stand up as well, walking slowly toward her. Lukiko, I understand. I get how you feel, painfully so even. Please. This is for our friend. Can't you strip your pride and put on the outfit?
Nobody asked you to get clever about it. But I can't wear a maid out.
Don't be shy, Lukiko. It's time to cast aside your hesitation and take your rightful place on the queen's throne. Let's all just bully the trans girl, huh? Is that what?
That's what Steins Gate's about.
Steins Gate. We're all about bullying the trans.
Coincidentally, time travel happens.
Time travel is also there, but it's like the subplot at best. The time has come. The birth of a new queen.
Pharisee is what you're doing, yeah?
I said nobody asked you to get clever about it. But I just can't. It's impossible.
Then how about this? Christina will wear one too.
What?
You and Christina. If you stood side by side, I can guarantee that you look far better in a maid outfit than she would. Fear not.
You bastard. How dare you?
You put a chip in my head. I can't sleep at night because you're talking to me while I try to sleep. You deserve this.
I'll do it again.
How many times have you done it already? I know the truth hurts and all, but could you save that for later? I'm trying to convince Lukiko to go along with this.
You're such an asshole that I'm not even sure what to get mad about first.
I get that a lot. Think carefully, my assistant. This is a necessary sacrifice.
Then how about you wear the damn thing?
Huh?
Let's get some maid guys, right? You do it with him. We've been trying to get the cross-dressing Okabe CG for a couple games now, and they haven't done it yet. So you have to do it this time.
We got so close in 8-Bit Adventure Steins Gate.
Yeah.
I'm sure that someone's got to have fan art of that.
I looked.
You did look.
I found nothing. People are cowards.
We should just straight up commission someone to do that before this episode comes out. Absurd.
Okay.
Lukiko mumbles out her decision while wiping away her tears.
If Hilma's doing it, I can do it.
Wait, whoa, whoa. Oh, whoa, whoa, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on a sec, buckaroo.
In fact, I'm enthusiastic about this now.
Okay, I don't have time to unpack all that.
That's for the best.
Looks like we'll be ordering an XXL uniform, yeah?
So would he be Okarinyan?
Wait a minute.
Whoa, we're approaching maximum niche territory.
Shut up, Daru. There's nothing niche about me wearing a maid uniform. I look creepy.
You're not wrong about that.
You're not.
And yeah, you know?
I don't. Why does that hurt me when you say that? Then how about helping me out here?
Well, Lukashi fills out our quota for cuties, right? Some variation might be good, you know?
I'll have you know I can be downright adorable.
Oh, yeah?
Then you do it.
Show me later?
Shut up. You do it.
Sure thing.
Seriously?
I thought something like this might happen. I'm more than prepared to become Darcy Nyan Nyan. What?
We'll have a conversation later, Dara. I think we need to sort out a couple of things that have been percolating beneath the surface of our friendship for a little bit too long now. Aww.
Your ice-cold gazes feel incredible. No, look, I'm legit worried about May Queen, okay?
Thanks, Darunyan.
There is not.
But I can never bring myself to make you do something so embarrassing, Darunyan. Oh, what if you use Mayushi's idea? I made an animal costume for Darunyan. That might be a much better fit.
Ferris gently rejects the existence of Darcy Nyan Yan.
Joke's on you. I'm into that too.
Yeah, the joke's on you. I'm into that shit.
All right, if that's what you want.
No, we need Darcy Nyan Yan now.
Yeah.
Let justice for Darcy Nyan Yan. Don't sound so disappointed, my right-hand man.
There we have it. Oh, it's my turn to speak again. Mayushi, you up for the challenge, yeah?
Yup, I'll make it really cute.
Also, while we're at it, Susan Yan, Moen Yan, would you two like to try being mates?
Huh? Me?
Since I have to hire new mates to replace the ones that quit, I'd much rather work with all my fellow lab members, yeah?
So am I being included in that?
That whole thing with me was a joke, right? Right? It's still, I'm not ready to deal with that.
Obviously, you're both included, yeah?
Seriously?
And of course, you'll be paid for all your hard work, Nyan. What do you say?
I've never done service work before, but I'd be happy to try.
What work have you done before? And don't say guns.
Cleaning? Can you hear the air quotes?
I can hear the air quotes, Susan. So you know what air quotes are. Okay, so you can't be that far.
As long as I have time for the article.
Then it's settled, Nyan.
Ferris gives us a huge smile.
Okay, I'd really appreciate it if anyone who's free tomorrow could swing by May Queen, yeah? We're gonna start by handing out flyers by the station.
The roundtable conference would continue on for a while longer, with ideas being bounced around for about 2 hours. While watching my friends exchange ideas to help Ferris, my mind begins to drift. I start thinking about how wonderful it is that all us lab mems had come together to help in Ferris's time of need. I also come to the conclusion that if I have to prevent Ocarine Nyan from ever being born, that I have to prevent Ocarine Nyan from ever being born into this world, no matter the cost. I'm not ready to wrestle with that part of my brain yet.
Okabe, don't you even think of trying to wiggle your way out of this.
You can read my thoughts, too?
You can read your thoughts? Wow.
Kurusu's Sorry. That was really good. Has anyone told you you're funny? You should do like a YouTube show sometime.
Yeah, I'll think about it.
Kurusu's glare burns a hole straight through my soul. Finally, are we going to get the Okabe Maze CG we've been waiting for so long? You'll have to find out next time. Next time. On next time.
Smash that like, comment and subscribe.